BLM, Black Lives Matter or Black Lives Matter? Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Amanya and I present conservative content here on this channel, The Conservative Poet. Today we are looking at Candace Owens' new documentary trailer with the Black Lives Matter movement. She calls it Black Lives Matter, and I actually agree. Black Lives Matter. So her documentary comes out in a day or so. I am very, very excited to see the work that she's doing. This trailer is, this trailer says a lot. So we're going to take a look at that and in anticipation of it coming out in a few days. So thank you so much for watching, joining, subscribing, and let's go into see what Candace Owens has been up to. Candace Owens has a new documentary all about Black Lives Matter and where the money has gone. All of the money that has been donated. She is tracing the money, tracking it, and finding out where the money has gone. So we're going to take a look today at the trailer for the documentary. But before we look at the trailer, we're going to look at while Candace was on the ground trying to get footage, she ended up at one of Patrisse Cullors' homes. The property was listed as a Black Lives Matter property. So she showed up there and to collect footage, to have an interview, to chat it up with some people. And come to find out that Patrisse Cullor, this was her private home, but it's listed as property for the organization. So Candace is there and she's getting nowhere. But Patrisse takes it to Instagram to make videos, play that, and it's coming from Candace, from one of her clips from her show. I'm going to sit there, we're going to listen together, and we're going to watch Patrisse talk a little bit about her experience. So let's take a look at that.
Black Lives Matter reported to have raised more than $90 million on the back of George Floyd and other Black people that died at the hands of police, as they say. And no one seems to be able to account for the dollars. So I thought I would like to take a look at this. Patrisse jumped on Instagram as we were recording this, and I was outside of her home. And here is her explaining what took place.
This morning, I woke up to Candace Owens being outside of my house with a news crew. She was demanding that I come outside. When I looked at the video recording of what she was asking about, she was actually asking about the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property. And for some reason, seems like she thought my house was that. It's unacceptable and it's dangerous that anybody, any stranger, come outside of my house, but it's really unacceptable and dangerous when Candace Owens, another Black woman, who's actually working as a part of a
sounds like agenda. Patrisse is afraid of Black people. That seems like a little bit of racial profiling, Patrisse. You might want to check that. First and foremost, she's a liar. We know this. It's why I've nicknamed the movement Black Lives Matter. She's wondering why I was confused about which mansion or high-end home I was at. I just want to take you through Patrisse Cullors' real estate empire that she's been building in the background of the Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, so she spent $3.2 million on high-end homes between 2016 and 2021 at the peak of the movement. In 2016, she bought a home in Inglewood, California for $510,000. In 2018, she purchased a $590,000 home in South Los Angeles. In January, she purchased...
I can see why she would be afraid Who wants to have this information out in the public square? They don't want people to know this. Patrisse doesn't want people to know this. And now this information is out there in the public arena and people are seeing it for themselves. 2016, she bought this house. 18, another house. And then another one. Wow. And then 2021, I remember that one, 1.4 million. That's the one that's hidden out there in the white people area. Black Lives Matter, but you don't want to live around the black folks. Oh my God. She bought in Canada. Wow. Look at that. BLM spent nearly $6 million in donations, purchased California mansions. This is in 2022. This is this year. Who says that black lives don't matter because black lives does pay? Let's get back to Candace.
Purchased a $415,000 custom ranch in Cullors, Georgia, which features a private airplane hangar. That sounds nice. In 2021, she purchased a $1.4 million home in exclusive Los Angeles neighborhood of Topanga Canyon. That's the one that I was at. In 2022, they spent nearly $6 million. This is the organization directly in their donations to purchase a 6,500 square foot California mansion. And they made the purchase through an intermediary named Dwayne Pascal, who is the financial manager for an LLC owned by Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors and her wife. Speaking of her wife, BLM Canada, in the summer of 2021, purchased a 3-story Victorian mansion in Toronto to turn it into a $10,000 square foot art center and a meeting space. The $6.3 million mansion was bought by M4BJ. In case you're wondering what that is, it's an acronym for a Toronto-based nonprofit set up by Janaya Khan, the wife of Patrisse Cullors. She actually was able to work herself up into what I would describe as a histrionic personality disorder, maybe, and made herself cry on Instagram. Take a look.
Y'all, I really need my family to be safe. I need to be safe. I need my child to be safe. And this...
Yo, she is really pouring on the crocodile tears. That doesn't even look or feel genuine.
What happened this morning is not safety. It's not what
I wonder if she had an onion nearby.
I deserve. It's not what any of us deserve.
Candace is hilarious. Look at her face. I can't help it. She's amazing.
Yeah, I really need my child to be safe. There's an 8-month pregnant woman outside asking politely if she can speak to somebody. And I don't know why I'm still sleeping and my child's not even here, but I hope that you believe these non-tears that are coming down my face. Here's what actually happened when I showed up at her house. Take a look. I did see some cars that were loaded, so there's definitely somebody home. Hello. I was just looking to speak to whoever is at this property because it's listed as the Black Lives Matter property. Sir? Hello? Are you instructed not to speak to anybody? We're not trying to harass you. We'll gladly leave. We're just wondering if we can speak to anybody. Thank you, sir. Have a great day. So the moral of this saga is that Patrisse Cullors continues to lie. Black Lives Matter continues to lie. And the reason that she's lying and trying to squeeze out these last victim crocodile tears is because she knows the truth is coming. I've been working on this documentary for months to expose Black Lives Matter. It has frustrated me being a person that has always been telling the truth about what they were doing. Obviously, what looked to me to be a money laundering scheme was not exposed, but it seems finally the world is ready to hear the truth. And they can do so when they watch my documentary, which I'm doing with the Daily Wire. And it is going to get so much worse for this organization when people realize just how fraudulent. So Black Lives Matter released their 990 IRS filings. They collected $80 million. Where is that money?
It's all here. Everything looks worse than it was.
Where have you seen that money impacted throughout the city? So my producer just sent me a link. It is just shocking to me because of how much money was raised to think that where he lived, the bills weren't being covered. Super frustrating, but that's a dead end, so. And here's where it gets really interesting. Ready for some BLM pride? Another $200K went to escorts, BDSM workers, strippers, peep show workers, phone sex operators, and webcam performers. And then at that moment, it became personal. And I thought, not only am I going to say the truth, I am going to scream the truth louder than you can scream the lies.
Whoa. Yeah, Patrisse girl. You better find you some more onions, honey. Because I got a feeling those crocodile tears, it's really going to flow now. Bravo to Candace Owens for putting this documentary together, for doing this great work that somebody needed to do. I am so proud of you, Candace, for the work that you have been doing on the ground and on the social, in the social realm. So thank you for being a leader amongst all of us here. We appreciate you, we love you, and we can't wait to see the documentary. Can't hide anymore. The truth has come out. The greatest lie ever told. Wow. Oh, Patrisse, got an onion?